Hey, it's me again, and welcome back to Minecraft Dimensions. Now, this is going to be a 0.5 episode because I'm going to be focusing on completely redoing my base in terms of, design and all that. And I'm also going to be building the areas for my Thaumcraft stuff. Kind of like to build certain areas for everything, not just separate area for tech and magic, but also, especially for magic mods, making a specific room just for that magic mod. And I am definitely going to make certain rooms for certain tech, because I know immersive engineering is going to need its own room for sure. So that's what this is going to be focused around. Now, in between episodes, I did get some sand because we're going to be needing that for sure. 2,000. And also grab some clay. I definitely went overboard with the clay, but we're not going to need clay anymore or at least not for a good amount of time. I actually did get to level 33, which is nice because I'm going to be able to level that up. Now I need to get to level 34 to finally get that sweet step up. Oh, please, I want it so bad. Before we move on, I'm going to need better smelting because currently 2 furnaces are not enough. Now, normally I could just make a couple more furnaces and that would speed up the process, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is use a different mod similar to Iron Chest called Iron Furnace. And what this mod does is it's basically the exact same concept. You just upgrade furnaces using the different kinds of materials. We're going to be doing that. I actually might go all the way up to diamond just because it's kind of easy to get diamonds now with the better flux bore. I already got 26 from like one mining, or it was a couple of mining trips, but I haven't gone crazy. I've done crazier mining expeditions. All right, so let's get this to iron, get this up to gold, and then let's get this up to diamond. So now we should have a really good speed because we're gonna want all of this sand to be glass, all of it, because we're gonna be using so much for the Thaumcraft. Now, as you can see, it is much faster. I wish it said just how much faster it is. Apparently there's a better version. Is it? I don't know why there's 2 different kinds of each. I guess this is a better version. Maybe I'll go for it. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. That it's like a void upgrade. But why would you use furnace for that? I guess it's fine. Whatever. I think I'll first make the rooms for Thaumcraft, and then I'll start making some designs in this base. Now, before we get started with that, we're going to need a few more items. So first off, we're going to look at building gadgets. Are you up here? You are up here. All right. Come on, man. Oh, easy. Oh, super easy. All right, let's just shoot this guy because he's gonna be obnoxious. I remember the first time I saw that guy. That thing was so weird looking. Building gadgets. So this stuff uses RF, and it's basically like a builder's wand. Now, first, all we really need is the exchanging gadget. Now, it's a bit expensive, but it is going to be worth it. How are we doing on diamonds? 18. Might have to do something with that at some point, but thankfully, I don't think Thaumcraft needs it. Whatever. So, exchanging gadgets. So this uses RF, which currently it's charging because of, thankfully, I have the Flux Network mod that makes charging things super easy. Now, what is it's G. So what you can do is you can shift on something, let's say dirt, and I can replace anything I want that's not an ore or obsidian. It's very convenient for making floors and walls if you're in a mountain base like this. Now, one more thing I'm gonna make is a chisel. It's actually pretty easy to make. All we need is a stick and a piece of iron. I actually might use the emerald one though, because I know is there an emerald one? Or is it just a diamond one? I have 2 more diamonds now. What happened there? Didn't it say 18? Whatever. Another chisel. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to make certain blocks that we didn't have access to before. So if I grab some of the stone that I've got so much just from killing Geonox. It's awesome. Throw the stone in here, and now I got all these different options. You can't just make these in the crafting grid. You have to use this chisel. And I like a lot of these blocks. It makes building a little bit nicer. You can do some interesting stuff with it. And chisel does add in a few blocks that are very interesting that I'm going to be using for Thaumcraft. What are you? Oh my goodness. I just suddenly started getting attacked by this thing. It's summoning all these stuff. If it gives me innervation, I'm kind of cool with this. As long as I don't just die to lag. My goodness. All right. You know what? You're getting shot. Ow. You hurt. They do give me innervation. Did it make a geist? It did. Oh. Oh, come on. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, this is suffering. What even are you guys? Oh, this is from Fishes Undead, right? I've never seen this thing before. It's annoying. Can you not? Can you not? Ooh, it's supposed to be super chill here. All right. You know what? I might... These were working fast enough that I might want to automate it. All right, so we're back in the creative world. I kind of wanted to show off my design here first. So the way it works is everything in this chest will be extracted from this into the furnace so long as it matches what's inside the filter, which in this case is going to be sand. So sand will go on top of the furnace, then out of the bottom. You see how this is brown and how this is green? So this differentiates the two so that it knows that this specific channel is going to do this specific thing, which is extract glass. This will only take out glass, and then it's going to insert it over here. See how this channel is also brown? This one's green, this one's green, this one's brown, this one's brown. I'm sure you don't need to do it that way, but it's so you can kind of color code it. It's the same thing over here. So if I take this sand and put it in here, it should be put into the furnaces. Then the furnaces will then extract it and put it back into this chest. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but the way furnaces work is you have to put inputs on top and you have to put the outputs at the bottom, because otherwise you're just putting stuff into the coal slot. So, you know, it works. So now that we got this all automated, finally begin working on the Thaumcraft area. All right, put these there, and then we're going to put these here for now. Now let's do this. So we bring it out like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no good way to do this, is there? What I could do is just get rid of this. That solves the issue. I'm going to have to move all this back. I have to move this stuff anyway, so that means the one in the middle, or let's just replace this all with dirt, because I'm gonna be decorating it anyway, so it doesn't really need to be stone. There we go, and that should fix the issue. So let's make sure this is actually balanced. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. So now it's odd, and I think we're gonna keep it as a 9 by 9. I think that's a good plan. All right, then we're just gonna excavate this, so. There we go. It doesn't need to be a large room, because this is mainly going to be like the main hub of things. It's where our research and our chests is going to be. Now I'm planning on this being where the infusion altar is. This is going to be where the Essentia smelter is going to be. And then over here is where we would put the cauldron. So we're going to begin with the easiest one, which would be the cauldron. So let me see. Did I do this right? No, I did not. I think it needs to be bigger. Let's see. Let's bring the cauldron over and let's try to map this out. I'm trying to picture it in my mind what I wanted it to do. We'll go for it, and if it's wrong, then we can fix it later. Did you hear it? And now let's grab the cauldron. There we go. And then we're going to quickly make a few new blocks. Now I'm gonna need a bucket for this. And I'm also going to need to go and get some lava. At chisel. Let's see if we can find the blocks that I'm looking for here. Here we go. Lava stone. So now let's just grab 8 of this. And we are going to chisel for just the normal bricks, I think. Let me see. Is that what I want? I think so. And we're going to have this surround the lava. I don't know. I think it's a cool design. I don't know. I kind of like this design. Now next, I do want to do another thing. And I'm trying to figure out if this needs to be bigger for it. So let me think about this real quick. All right, we're just gonna try to make the room 1 bigger, and hopefully it works out the way I'm thinking about it. Because it might look awkward if I do it the way I'm going for right now. I'm trying to avoid that. So let's see. And I think I need to push it back one more just because I'm not making it bigger over there. Let me see that. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave and come back. Okay, there we go. So is it all cool now? We all cool? So we do need one more over here. Okay, gonna have to move this over. There we go. I'm thinking of just having normal stone right here. Don't need a whole lot, just enough. Fill this in. Didn't math it. It's probably gonna be over. Yeah, we made a little bit too much, but that's fine. There we go, and then one more. And for this, we're gonna need water. Where's the water version? Where's the water? Here it is. Okay, no, it does not consume the bucket. We'll make this into the stone brick variant. And then just do this. If this works, it's gonna be pretty nice. Yeah, I was one short. Okay, so I made a stack. Oops, wrong variant. There we go. I made a stack, so now we can build, definitely, for sure, enough of these. Now, I might actually put these down here. All right, there we go. Do, and do. So now, we're going to empty this into here, and there we go. I don't know, I kind of like this design. Now, I wasn't sure if I made it one smaller, the lava stone would be touching the water stone. It would be a little bit weird, so I figured I'd have like stone bricks separating between them. I don't know, if it looks horrible, I'll change it. But for now, you know what, we'll keep it like this. Now, for the walls, I'm thinking of using great wood because I think it looks nice. So I'm going to have to go and chop down a great wood tree, which, you know, there just happens to be one pretty much right around my base. So I'm going to go and do that. Let's check on this. How's this doing? Ooh, nice. Yes, it is good to have this all automated. That would be so much otherwise. Okay, so great wood. We're actually going to need a lot of silver wood as well. So I'm going to go and do that real quick off camera because there's not really that much interesting things going on with mining that. Actually, you know, real quick, I bet I have a lot of levels. I wonder, it's probably not going to be enough, right? Let's see. How much you got in here? 6,000? It's probably not going to be enough. Ooh. Oh! Okay. So we're going to put this point into agility, and we maxed it out. Now, do I want to get it in a 0.5 episode? It hurts, but I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait and do it on a full episode. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of great wood and a bunch of silver wood. So let's grab it. And we're going to just turn it all into planks. All of it. All of both of them, because we're just, for the most part, we're just going to be using it for decoration anyway, and if some recipes need it, I can find more in the future. I even got some saplings, so maybe in the future we'll be able to harvest it from there. First off, oops, not what I wanted to do. There we go. We're going to make the walls in here out of great wood. So in order to do that, nope, that's B, G. There we go. So we're going to replace the walls with great wood. Just like this. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't really match up if everything's not the same. And we're also going to make the ceiling out of great wood as well. I think that matches up pretty good. Okay, now we're just going to have this. Oh, and now auto jumps on, right? Yep. Don't press B. B is bad. Well, actually, we could have it on a column and do it like that. Like that. And then we'll just do a ring. Oh, 15. Oh my goodness. Well, that's that. We're gonna have that made of something else. So I like the way this looks. I really do. I think it looks nice. We'll try to put one on each of these middle parts. There we go. Nice and lit. I'm sure we could do something else for the ceiling, but for now I kind of like a great wood encasing. Now, unfortunately, that's pretty much the same thing we're gonna do in here, but we're gonna have a different floor in here. We're gonna make it out of silver wood, but before we do that, let's go and make this out of great wood as well. Oh, are we out? We are. I'm gonna need to grab more. Before I do that, let's make the floor. Do this. Really? Oh my goodness. One thing after another. Just do this. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. You done? You done? So now that we have this, we can safely put these on the corners without having to worry about the exchange tool getting rid of them. And we're gonna just have you be the tunnels. For now, it's gonna be replaced eventually by another block, but we don't have access to that just yet. So we're just gonna have a pathway be made out of the silver wood. All right, so I grabbed more great wood logs. So real quick, let's finish up what we started here. I'm honestly surprised I used up all my great wood logs. I didn't think I had that little. And then just do the little entranceway. Nice. Plug up these holes. Man, where did they come from? Man, those things are annoying. Please don't do any... Okay. Actually, maybe we could make this out of the silver wood. Well, we'll make this entrance out of great wood. Like that. Put the torch here. And I think I'll have the whole thing, the tunnel way out of silver wood. I don't know, maybe that looks nice. That, like this. How's it look? I like it. I like it. It ain't anything crazy, but I'm not really looking for anything particularly crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Next, there's 2 more rooms to make, and we're not going to make the decorations for them because I don't have the blocks yet. Oh, actually, maybe. I actually think I do now I'm thinking about it because I want arcane stone. Yes. And then factory blocks. Because I think there's a block that I want to use the same way. Because I think one time I made a smelting room that I really liked. And it kind of used the look of the Essentia smeltery. I don't remember what block I used for it though. I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna make a few arcane stone. So let's see, how do you make it? It's just, is it cobblestone or stone? We have cobblestone on me, so we can try either one. Terra's probably the easiest to come by, so I'm just gonna use Terra. Okay, so it is in fact stone. So we're just going to make as many as we can. I don't think it takes V out of the chunk. We use up a lot of Terra, but Terra's pretty easy to come by. So this is going to be another tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be the entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Okay, so move back 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and now let's just make this whole thing a little bit bigger. Okay, there's the room. Now I'm gonna have to clear out my inventory just a little bit here. We'll just make it out of the base arcane stone. And then let's begin the replacement process. And there we go. Now, I'm gonna have to remember how I did this exactly, because I don't know if I have the block that was in there that did it. And what I might do, have a replace on 1 like this, and then have it in the middle on the top. So like, probably directly in the middle. So let's see. Middle is like this. 1, 2, 3, 2 like that. Okay, and then we're gonna surround it in whatever we're gonna be using to represent the brass casing. Now I'm gonna have to look around for some blocks. Hopefully I'm not going to have to do something crazy expensive for this, but if I do, you know what? I'll just have to deal with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't, because nothing really fits the aesthetic. Nothing from Chisel fits it. Nothing from... I scrolled through all 400 pages. Didn't find anything. So, yeah, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Closest thing, I guess, is concrete, right? Or terracotta. I could try that. Why not? Let's go for it. We'll see what it looks like. And if it's good, then we'll keep it. You know, that's not bad from looking at what my hand is. I also wonder if I can use the chisel to make it look a little more interesting here. All right, now that's fine. Let's do this. Grab the exchange gadget and mine you out. All right, let's see how this turns out. It's not great, but it's kind of just what we have. It's all we really got to work with. And you know what? Once we fill this room in with stuff, it's probably not going to be so horrible to see. I understand. It does look bad. It does look bad. But it doesn't really seem like we have much other options. Yellow concrete ain't going to be any better. I don't know. If you have any ideas how to make this look better, I'm all ears. Because as far as I'm concerned, that is the best I can do. There. All right, that's it. No, I know it. I understand. It don't look too good. It don't look too good at all. If you have any ideas to make it look better, I am all ears. But once we start putting things in here, it's not going to be so horribly distractingly awful. That's done. There's one more room I want to make, and then I want to make a like nice little area for my tech stuff that we've got in here, which that won't take too long at all because I got a pretty good idea of what I want to make in there, but what is going to take a while is this next room, which is going to be the infusion altar room. And the way I want to do it is a little bit difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is where the room starts. You know what? This works. This does work. What I could do is make like a floating platform. That could be cool. That could be cool. I had something else in mind, but this makes things a little bit easier, I think. But we are gonna need more arcane stone. And for this, I might need to make another building gadget. I didn't think I would be needing it, but here we are. We are going to be now making the building gadget. So the builder's gadget, this thing is pretty much the same thing as the exchange tool, but instead of replacing, you actually just make a new one, a new block. So this one needs a little bit more configuring. You're going to be horizontal. Oh, here we go. I think we want 14. Let's just go full 15 out, I think. There we go. And let's just make a square platform, I think, for now. And then we'll worry about how things look later. You here? How's that looking? That's looking about right. There we go. So that should make things look a lot better. And we are going to fix this up a little bit. And maybe we'll make a little bit of an enclosure so we don't have to deal with bad things all the time. That's the hope, at least. And this platform is going to be evened out just a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to be doing the bare minimum. It's a nice little area, you know? Just getting it ready. And then once we actually make sure I'm not doing things horribly wrong, we'll make this a little bit nicer. Make the entrance. And build the tunnel area. All right, and that should be it for now, or at least for Thaumcraft. There's a lot more to be done here in the infusion altar. But I think we're going to take a break now until we actually get to the point where we're going to need to actually make sure I map this out correctly. Because I'm pretty sure that's right. But I might need to go out one more. And if that's true, I'm going to need a little bit more space. But for now, this is the way things are going to be. And now we're going to work on making my actual base area look a little bit nicer. And that's going to be a lot quicker than how this has been going. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep this area the way it looks right now. And in the future, I might change it up a little bit. But here, we're going to be using a block called factory blocks. So factory, oops, there we go, factory blocks. So they're pretty easy to make, pretty cheap. Let's just make, oh, you know, let's just do that. That seems good. And do we just make the rusty plate on the bottom? I'm thinking we do. How do we want to do this? Oh, actually, I do like the sturdy one. I do like that. Let's just make a couple of sturdy factory blocks. All right, get the exchange tool out. Boop. And here's how we're going to do it. This will be our floor. Oh. Not what I thought it was gonna look like. that actually does change things. Okay, what if instead we just used a normal factory block? Because I don't want, with all the wires around, it's gonna make connections look weird. Ugh. It's not as obvious though, so we're gonna keep it. I'm gonna have to replace this with an actual vibration chamber at some point. And then for the entrance, we'll put that all there. Then as for, let's actually go horizontal and just try to cover this whole area. And we'll see how that turns out. Okay, it did not do too much, which is nice. Okay, for the walls, I actually do like using this factory block for the walls. That didn't look too bad. Or maybe for the ceiling. We might have to do some changing things around just to make this all look nicer. If you can hear, the steps are kind of different, which is, it's a nice little detail, I think. Then as for the walls, let's see what else we got. Maybe old vents? It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm sure someone with an artistic sense would be able to do something better, but this is what I got, all right? That's what I got. It's actually kind of Star Wars-y, like, if you know what I mean, like kind of like the Death Star look, a little bit. I'm talking about the old vents, not what the whole thing I've got going on. I don't mind it. If you know a better way to do this, your suggestions are more than welcome, because I obviously have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just going off of vibes, basically. So I think that's enough for building things, because I do feel like I got a good start on the design of things. Basically, all that's left is to move things over. Hopefully this room looks a little bit better when it's filled with things. Then as for this, who knows, I might get some ideas for how to do this in the future. I definitely want to wait until I actually have the infusion altar before I do anything, just to make sure I actually have it right. And then, I don't know, I'm thinking like a dome, like a glass dome thing to seal this off from anything that wants to kill me, because there are plenty of those things, and I do not want explosions to happen on my precious infusion altar. So we are gonna have to figure that out soon, but not right now. That'll be in the actual full episode. So between episodes, I'm just gonna move everything over into their proper rooms, set up some chests and all that, and getting things ready for the next episode. Next episode, we're gonna get started once again with Thaumcraft. We're gonna get things back up to speed in terms of getting the infusion altar set up and starting up with some essence refining. It's gonna be a whole thing, but we are gonna get into that very, very soon in the next episode. Just for now, I probably have to do some research. Maybe I'll do that off camera. I think I'll do a little bit more on camera, but for the most part, I'm gonna be doing research off camera just because it's gonna be so grindy. So yeah, I think that's enough for this episode. So if you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. If there's a game that you wanna see me play, let me know and I might just give it a go. And hey, thank you so much for watching. See ya!